Should same-sex marriage be legalized in the Philippines?
Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Again, for the sake of debate.
In our generation, we already widely accepted the LGBTQ community. And I believe that there is nothing wrong about legalizing their right for each other. And that is marriage. We were giving them the right to have each legality to each other. It's not just because a man and a woman can only bind each other in the means of law. No. When you love each other, you know that you can conquer everything. Marriage. There's so many forms of marriage. There's legal marriage. There's marriage outside the church. We can respect the religious side with also respecting the rights for the legalities. Because when the same sex don't marry each other, even they have their relationship, they don't have the legal rights for each other. I know one story. I know one relationship that his partner died and he didn't get the advantage to even get him out of the hospital to the morgue because he is not married to the man. And that is very hard. That is very heartbreaking. And you know what in this world we need? We need to accept one another faithfully, deeply, and equally. Thank you.
Number 6.
Thank you, Shannon, for your very good points. I believe that when discussing matters about the LGBTQ community, the voice that must be heard must be from someone who belongs in the LGBTQ community. And us, like me, a woman, is just there to echo their voices. And I may not be speaking for everyone in the LGBT community because this is still a topic that is widely debated even among their community. I would like to share to you something that my mother in pageantry has taught me. She told me to respect the differences of the trans women, the gay marriage, and the women and men as well. And because she has taught me that she is also against gay marriage, even as a part of the LGBT community, I will be standing by that value. I would like to point out that marriage, the biblical marriage, the church marriage, is very, very sacred. And although we are widely accepting or widely acceptive of the LGBTQ community right now, not everything that is normal is right. And that we must learn to preserve these values that has been handed down to us by our past, the people of the past. And it is also our task to be able to protect this one. And I do believe that we also have to give them equal rights. I love to be able to give them the right to adoption, the right to have a voice in the community. But marriage is something that is very, very sacred. I would like to keep it as it is. Thank you.
I would like to point out that by same-sex marriage, we're not breaking any values. We are not specifically talking about the church marriage. We're just talking about marriage. And we can have the marriage inside of the judge and different types of marriage. They just want the legalities. And you know how hard it feels when you don't have the legal right to your partner, even though you love him, you can't get him out of the morgue. You don't have the priority and you don't have your name on that list, even though you love that person. You're the one with that person, but you can't do anything about it. You know how hard it is for them? We're not changing any values. We're just adapting to the new normal. We're just adapting to our generation. And we just need to accept that legalities are what same-sex marriage is for. It's not changing the values of the church.
Thank you, Shannon, for pointing out that there are unions outside of church, and I believe what she is talking about is civil union and not marriage. Marriage is something that happens inside the church, something that we want to protect. Marriage in different religions, all are placed in their different respective churches, and this is something that I want to protect. This is also something I want to voice out. I am not against civil union, just like what you are saying, but I am against gay marriage because I want to protect the sanctity of the church and its values. Thank you so much.
Who qualifies for the next round is candidate number 6. Shaila Rebortera.